course, I'm getting up and going, oh, look at me, I was dead, and, all this. And the next thing I know, I sat down. I felt a little bit of dizziness. It was just a second. I went, oh, I feel a bit weird. And blackness. So there was no pain, nothing like that. So there's nothing to be scared of. And so I can't tell you what happened while I was out, except for what people told me. I can only say they said that I made noises, and they all thought I was acting. So all my friends just thought I was acting. And the lady who was doing the CPR course came along and said, what's wrong with her? And she said, oh, that's just Robyn being Robyn. And she said, no, she's purple. So she put me on the floor and started CPR straight away. So I can't say how long I was out for, because it took whatever time it was for the people to notice I was not acting. Yes, I laugh about it. And anyway, she said that she was asked regularly, did anyone want to take over? But she said no, she wasn't going to let anyone else do the CPR, because she felt that she was the only one in the room capable of doing it properly, and she was, because I don't have any major brain damage or anything like that. They asked you the questions in hospital, and I was able to answer all the questions. There's a bit of memory and, that sort of stuff, but that could have happened anyway as aging. But anyway, so what the next thing I remember is waking up with these men above me. So that would have been after they revived me with the AED. So I remember that. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I need to get up, because I just thought I'd fainted. And he said, no, ma'am. And I will always remember the no, ma'am is stuck in my head, because I'd never been called ma'am before. So I always remember that. Anyway, I actually couldn't get up. And they must have put me out again, because I don't remember anything after that until I woke up in the A&E, which is our emergency department. And I do remember I was drenched I was just must have sweated right out. I was just drenched. And I remember saying, I've got a bit of pain, but that would have been my chest, from the ribs. So I had the test and whatnot, and I thought I would be going home, thinking that I was just fainted. And I said, I'm really sorry, what happens next? And I thought maybe when he was giving me the medication that I'd had a heart attack. So I must have at some stage said, oh, did I have a heart attack? And he said, no, you didn't have a heart attack. And they take a blood test to make sure that that's not what causes the cardiac arrest. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have a heart attack. Mine was due to an arrhythmia, which is the heart going into what's called VT. So I thought, oh, okay. So they take you for all the scans and whatnot, and then they take you up to the bed and connect you up. And I could see every time I moved or thought anything, the alarms would all go off. So it takes a few days after that they start medicating you to try and work out what drugs are going to slow your heart down. Mm-hmm. And so gradually they get you to a level they like, and then they sent me for the angiogram and all those sorts of things. And then they said they wanted to put an ICD in, so I just had to wait for that. So wish I had have insisted on it. They never did an MRI, because once they put the ICD in, you can't the one I've got anyway, they can't do an MRI now. So I haven't really worked out what damage I have. So that's my story anyway. So once they put that in, they send you home, and you just go in regularly for a ICD check. But regularly, and I've seen a cardiologist a couple of times. I've had a couple of echoes, and gradually my heart's healing. And they're just happy that I'm just progressing. And I have met up with the girl that did the CPR. They wanted to interview us at the St. John's, where they did the thing. So I met up with the girl, and that was quite emotional. Yeah, that was, yeah.
And that was amazing.
Never again. We haven't kept in contact, because I'm that sort of person. I go, thank you, and brought her a chocolate. And we got interviewed by the papers and, all that sort of nonsense. And